And it came to pass, as I was thinking things like this with regard to my father Terach, and the court of my house, the voice of the Mighty One came down from the Shamayim in a stream of fire, saying and calling, Avram, Avram. And I said, Here I am. And he said, You are searching of Yahuwah Elohim, the creator and the understanding of your heart. I am he. Go out from Terach, your father, and go out of the house, that you too may not be slain in the sins of your father's house. And it came to pass as I went out, I was not yet outside the entrance of the court, that the sound of a great thunder came and burned him and his house and everything in his house down to the ground, 40 cubits. Then a voice came speaking to me twice, Avram, Avram. And I said, Here I am. And he said, Behold, it is I, fear not, for I am before the world, and mighty, the Elohim who created previously before the light of the age. I am the protector for you, and I am your helper. Go, get me a 3-year-old heifer, a 3-year-old she-goat, and a 3-year-old ram, a turtle dove, and a pigeon, and make me a pure sacrifice. And in the sacrifice I will place the ages to come. I will announce to you guarded things, and you will see great things which you have not yet seen. Because you desire to search for me, and I called you my beloved, but for 40 days abstain from every food cooked by fire, and from drinking of wine, and from anointing yourself with oil. And then you shall set out for me the sacrifice which I have commanded you, in the place which I will show you on a high mountain, and there I will show you the things which were made by the ages and by my word, and affirmed, created, and renewed. And I will announce to you in them what will come upon those who have done evil, and just things in the race of man. And it came to pass when I heard the voice pronouncing such words to me, and I looked this way and that way, and behold, there was no breath of man. And my ruach was amazed, and my soul fled from me, and I became like a stone, and fell face down upon the earth. For there was no longer strength in me to stand up on the earth. And while I was still face down on the earth, I heard the voice speaking, Go, Yael, of the same name, through the meditation of my ineffable name. Consecrate this man for me, and strengthen him against his trembling. The Malachim he sent to me in the likeness of a man came, and he took me by my right hand, and stood me on my feet. And he said to me, Stand up, Avram, friend of Yah, who has loved you. Let not trembling enfold you, for lo, I am sent to you to strengthen you, and to barak you in the name of Yahuwah, creator of heavenly and earthly things, who has loved you. Be bold and hasten to him. I am Yoel, and I was called so by him, who causes those with me on the seventh expanse, on the firmament, to shake, a power through the medium of his ineffable name in me. I am the one who has been charged according to his commandment to restrain the threats of the living creatures of Keruvim against one another, and I teach those who carry the song through the medium of man's night of the 7th hour. I am appointed to hold the Leviathans, because through me is subjugated the attack, the menace of every reptile. I am ordered to loosen Sheol, and to destroy those who wondered at the dead. I am the one who ordered your father's house to be burned with him, for he honored the dead. I am sent to you now to barak you, and the land which he whom you have called the Eternal One has prepared for you. For your sake I have indicated the way of the land. Stand up, Avram, go boldly, be very joyful and rejoice. And I also rejoice with you, for a venerable hour has been prepared for you by the Eternal One. Go, complete the sacrifice of the command. Behold, I am assigned to be with you, and with the generation which is predestined to be born from you. And with me, Michael, barak you forever. Be bold, go. And I stood up and saw him who had taken my right hand and set me on my feet. The appearance of his body was like sapphire, and the aspect of his face was like chrysolite, and the hair of his head like snow. And a kedaris was on his head, its look that of a rainbow, and the clothing of his garments was purple, and a golden staff was in his right hand. And he said to me, Avram. And I said, Here is your servant. And he said, Let my appearance not frighten you, nor my speech trouble your soul. Come with me, and I will go with you, visible into the sacrifice, but after the sacrifice, invisible forever. Be bold and go. And we went, the two of us alone together, 40 days and nights. I ate no bread and drank no water, because my food was to see the Malachim who was with me, and his discourse with me was my drink. We came to the mountain of Yah, glorious Horeb, and I said to the angel, Singer of the Eternal One, behold, I have no sacrifice with me, nor do I know a place for an altar on the mountain, so how shall I make this sacrifice? And he said, look behind you. And I looked behind me, and behold, all the prescribed sacrifices were following us, the calf, the she-goat, the ram, the turtle dove, and the pigeon. And the Malachim said to me, Avram. And I said, here I am. And he said to me, slaughter all these and divide the animals exactly into halves, but do not cut the birds apart, and give them to the men whom I will show you standing beside you, for they are the altar on the mountain to offer sacrifice to the Eternal One. The turtle dove and the pigeon you will give to me, for I will ascend on the wings of the birds to show you what is in the Shemayim, on the earth and in the sea and in the abyss and the lower depths, and the Garden of Eden and in its rivers, in the fullness of the universe, and you will see its circles and all. And I did everything according to the angel's commands, and I gave the angels who had come to us the divided parts of the animals. And the angel Yoel took the 2 birds and waited for the evening gift. And an unclean bird flew down on the carcasses, and I drove it away. And the unclean bird spoke to me and said,
what are you doing, Avram? When the holy heights where no one eats or drinks, nor is there upon them food for men. But these all will be consumed by fire, and they will burn you up. Leave the man who is with you and flee, for if you ascend to the height, they will destroy you.
And when it came to pass, when I heard the bird speaking, I said this to the Malachim, what is this, Adonai? And he said, this is disgrace. This is Azazel. And he said to him, shame on you, Azazel. For Avram's portion is in Shemayim, and yours is on the earth. For you have selected here, and become enamored of the swelling place of your blemish. Therefore the eternal ruler El Elyon has given you a dwelling on earth. Through you the all-evil Ruach is a liar, and through you are wrath and trials on the generations of men who live impiously. For the eternal El Elyon did not allow the bodies of the righteous to be in your hand. So through them the righteous life is affirmed, and the destruction of the wickedness. Hear, counselor, be ashamed by me. You have no permission to tempt all the righteous. Depart from this man. You cannot deceive him, because he is the enemy of you and of those who follow you and who love what you wish. For behold, the garment which is Shemayim was formerly yours, has been set aside for him, and the corruption which was on him has gone over to you. And the Malachim said to me, Avram. And I said, here I am, your servant. And he said, know from this that the Eternal One whom you have loved has chosen you. Be bold, and do through your authority whatever I order you, against him who reviles justice. Will I not be able to revile him who has scattered about the earth the secrets of Shemayim, and has taken counsel against the Mighty One? Say to him, may you be the firebrand of the furnace of the earth. Go, Azazel, into the untrodden parts of the earth, for your heritage is over those who are with you, with the stars, and with men born by the clouds, whose portion you are. Indeed, they exist through your being. Enmity is for you a pious act. Therefore, through your own destruction, be gone from me. And I said the words of the Malachim had taught me, and said, Avram. And I said, here I am, your servant. Answer him not. And he spoke to me a second time, and the Malachim said, now whatever he says to you, answer him not, lest his will run up to you. For the Eternal One, El Elyon, gave him the gravity and the will. Do not answer him. And I did what the Malachim had commanded me, and whatever he said to me about the descent, I answered him not. And it came to pass when the sun was setting, and behold, a smoke like that of a furnace, and the Malachim who had the divided portions of the sacrifice ascended from the top of the furnace of smoke. And the Malachim took me with his right hand and set me on the right wing of the pigeon, and he sat on the left wing of the turtle dove, both of which were as if neither were slaughtered or divided. And he carried me up to the edge of the fiery flames, and we ascended as if carried by many winds to the Shemayim that is fixed on the expanses. And I saw on the air, to whose height we had ascended, a strong light which cannot be described. And behold, in this light a fiery Gehenna was enkindled, and a great crowd in the likeness of men. They all were changing in aspect and shape, running and changing form, and prostrating themselves and crying words I did not know. And I said to the Malachim, why is it now you brought me here? For now I can no longer see, because I am weakened and my ruach is departing from me. And he said to me, remain with me, do not fear. He whom you will see coming directly toward us, and a great sound of sanctification is the Eternal One, who has loved you. You will not look at him himself, but let your ruach not weaken, for I am with you. strengthening you.
Leave trees